First of all, thank you so much for taking the interview. I wanted to hear your thoughts on the game because it got quite close there in the end. So what are your thoughts about it?
Um, man, that series was a lot of stress. There's a lot of stakes at play. It's for the last game of the season for both squads. I know we do have an out with champ points, but we don't really view it that way. It's just lower bracket, do or die match, and we were up 1-0. Like we felt really good about ourselves. Like okay, we're humming along. Our Lotus is like back to its like what previous strength, Um. And then we go to Ascent, which we anticipated, and we were up, I think. And then it started to slip away. I think we were making a lot of defensive errors, giving up a little bit too much space, kind of letting them dictate the pace, dictate like what they wanted to do, and we were just kind of falling behind. And we tried we tried to make the necessary adjustments. I think it was a little too late, maybe a little bit on my part. We go to overtime, we lose it, and you know, this was a game where we just had to get over it fast, and like it's honestly hard for me sometimes. I think for the team to just try to get over a map that like we felt like we should have won. But props to Baby Bay Andre. He gave a little bit of a speech to just try to say like, hey, like what's in the past is the past. We got to make sure we got map three game plan in. I talk about game plan, and when it got really close, there was a lot of clutch moments from us to convert that map three, and very proud of the boys from responding that way. It was an incredible display of resilience, honestly. And
Mm.
now we're in playoffs, so
Yeah, that must
yeah,
feel
it's
great.
a relief.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you said, it was a bit like on defense, trouble again, and we've seen that from the squad earlier as well, when they lost in the upper bracket. That defense have been like a bit of a problem sometimes, for you guys. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because you have to answer some of the tax questions, and you have to make some proactive and make some decisions and choices. You can't just sit back. I think obviously it's easy when you have like a setup and like they just fall into your first plan, your plan A, and you're like, oh wow, we killed them all. That's easy. But I mean, like this squad has had issues on defensive sides, on like especially in the international stages where we're playing against like much higher quality opponents or just players that just put the pressure on and maybe put us in a disadvantaged state. And so we just need to have like a play to win mentality and just make tough choices. It's not going to be certain. You just got to make the choice and just play out the scenario from there. So yeah, I think that manifested itself a little bit on Ascent defense. I was telling the guys like this felt eerily similar to how we lost against PRX in Champs Paris on Ascent. It's very similar. Like we were very soft at A. It's something that I'm definitely going to talk to Valen about. Like, hey, we got to make sure like there isn't just a clear choice from the attackers to just go A and just we can't just always play retake A. They'll just have a good postman, and that feels easy for the attackers, right? Sometimes like they just go into their comfort setup and just oh, okay, cool. Um, and I think that's why we struggle a little bit. And yeah, I mean that's going to be the next thing we'll be fixing for this upcoming week.
Mm. Yeah, I also wanted to talk to you a bit about the whole like play-in situation for you guys because you've never really been this close to going out of regionals. Like you've always, as everyone says, you're the Americas champions.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to like hear your thoughts on it. As you said, it was a stressful match today. Has it been like a stressful run so far? Do you feel like worried on where the team like is right now?
I think it's my job to kind of worry, but also to set direction for the team and just try to reassure the guys like, hey, this is the outlook that we have. It is what it is. We're just gonna be realistic. And this has been a year of like a lot of tough and honest conversations with the guys. Like we're not the G2 that we once were in terms of just the results were, all positive, right? At least domestically. But and the competition within the regions has risen, and so it's a lot of uh moments where we got humbled a little bit, and it's just a hard look at the mirror, like what do we need to do to improve? And I've been there to try to guide that. Um, and I think this has been a year of growth, to be honest. It's a upwards battle, and in a way, it's kind of how we like it, you know? Like it's good to be an underdog again. I think we battled complacency a little bit, overconfidence at times, um, from the previous years, and now it's more of like we're going to be overlooked, we'll be underdogs, and we have to scrap for everything. But maybe that's what's required for us to finally make that leap to maybe capturing a international trophy. I don't know, and that's going to be my message to the boys. Like, hey, this is like for others, this is like you know, whatever win. For us, is a it's a big win for us, and we'll celebrate every little win because we got to build it up. We gotta earn everything. Doesn't matter what we did before. We have to earn everything.
Mm. Yeah, because I talked a bit about Valen after the a previous game, and he said kind of the same thing, that this was good for the growth of the team, kind of to not be like such a strong team in the region. Do you think, as you said, the Americas other teams have like risen in the competition? Do you think that's what's making you guys struggle a bit, or is it something like in the team?
I think it's both. I mean, it's that's competition, and that's just like it's not always gonna be like easy, right? Or like clear cut. I think. I mean, last year had its like struggles too. I think we tend to forget that. Like we look back favorably, like in terms of memory, like oh it was easy, but it really wasn't. I remember there was a lot of tough moments in those times, and fortunately we were able to come out on top. And this time, there's a little bit like less like good results this time around. And I mean that's just the nature of competition. There's always going to be good quality opponents. Everyone's trying to win. We're not always going to figure it out, and it's just trying to stay in it and always working together and just try to make the most of the opportunities that we have.
Mm. Do you feel like you're growing as a coach when you put in this like more of a difficult situation?
I think so. I think a humbling experience for sure. I think I had to develop more this skill of just trying to inspire confidence in my players a little bit more. I think before it was like very easy because of the results kind of showed that, and like I have to adapt based on like where the team is. Last year's about making sure they're on top of their stuff constantly because I don't want overconfidence to be the issue. And then now it's more about they're lowering confidence and trying to reassure or give them the path forward. Like, hey, here's how to improve in these aspects. And maybe we won't get the result right away. You know, like for example, the Furia loss, we did a lot of good things right, but we didn't win. And just trying to stay true to the course and just try to give them guidance, no matter what happens. Like no matter what happened today, like I'm always proud of like what they were able to accomplish internally. So yeah, I had to be more to help them, I think.
Mm. And now, finally in the playoffs, must feel great to have
Yeah.
planes behind you. What's the like? It's not gonna be easier from here. Now you're gonna meet the guys waiting, and they've been like having some off time practicing.
hmm
What are your like? What are your focuses going into playoffs now?
We're gonna since the playoff map pools are different, we're gonna be working on making sure the map pool is strong and consistent for whoever we play against since we're in the lower bracket. Um, we're gonna keep practicing. We're gonna do like what we usually do. It's a week by week thing. Nothing really changes. It'll be nice to finally have a day off. We haven't had a day off in a minute because of the nature of this playoff play-ins schedule. And so yeah, just another week of practice. We do what we need to do and just see what happens. I think this is a good spot for us. I think when we're in the lower bracket, to us it's a single elimination. And a lot of these teams will fall down to the lower bracket, and we've been there the whole time. So this is just to build up our resiliency.
Mm. you don't think the situation is gonna be like more pressure for the boys? You think they will rise to the occasion?
I think so. I mean, I think this is all training for the big one. I think that's the only way I should frame it. Like, there's gonna be teams, and I guarantee you, there's gonna be an upset somewhere in the upper bracket, and they're gonna come meet us down here, and we've been here the whole time, so it's I that's the way I'm gonna like frame it to the boys, and they're gonna fight for their lives, and we've been fighting for our lives here, our last game, and we're gonna just take advantage of that kind of situation.
Mm. Sounds like a great plan. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys fight in the playoffs. I wish you all the good luck, and again, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you,
Have a great
appreciate
night.
this. Yeah,
Thanks.
you too. Bye.
Bye.